What is it with QH? Please, QH, do not meddle into things that does not concern you. I have to be straight with you. Do not meddle into things that does not concern you. Tó bá ti gbàbọ̀dé láyé ara títí ẹnìyẹn. Àwọn tó wà ń bí àgbàbọ̀dé fún bàbá Mohbad. And we've been watching you. We've been listening to you since last week. There's something coming up from your end that is not straight. We overlooked the one you said months ago when you said Mark. You too Odumosu said on your platform because Mark Lara Mohbad. And you were happy you were cool with it. We overlooked it. We did not say anything. Listen, what going wọlé? Wọ́n tún gbẹ̀yìn wọlé again, wọ́n lù ẹ́, wọ́n pọ̀n ẹ́, àbí wọ́n ló dẹ̀ pọ̀n wọ́n wọlé. Excuse me, Mr. Alhaji Hamzat, where were you? Where were you when things were going wrong? Where have you been? Where were you when Boss Snitch was maligning Baba for the past 3 weeks? Where were you? You know, I don't understand. It's just a shame that I don't want to say what I want to say. I swear, I just don't want to say what I want to say because if I say Atabali Atabata, I don't want to say what I want to say. But it is sad that people are putting in all their best. People are giving their time. People are giving their energy. And things will begin to go the way they are going. I have a feeling that this QH of a guy as well, he's not happy that Baba is granting interview to other radio stations and television houses because they're beginning to see themselves as rivals. They're beginning to be jealous. And Baba Mohbad is not doing it for anything. He's doing his own so his voice can be heard. But all of you want to use him to enrich yourselves. Take it to the bank, QH. Now. So there's no amount of money that you give to him that will be too much. Because since the mama pariwo pe platform yìí wọ́n fún lówó báyìí ẹ ti gbàgbé pé ẹ ti fi orúkọ yẹn ẹ ti fi bàbá yẹn ti fi generate fund fún ara yín. Ọjà ìjà owó ló fẹ́ máa ṣe yìí. And it's not going to lead you anywhere. Àfi tó bá fi ọ̀nà òtítọ́ tí ó bá fi ṣe. Read my lips. Enough of all this nonsense. Tẹ́ tó fẹ́ máa ṣe. Is Baba meant for just you alone? Baba can go to other stations as well. Ìjà wo lèmi rí tí o fẹ́ ṣe yìí. And you're not being straightforward. John torí Ọlọ́run má fi ẹ̀yìn lọ́pọ̀ Odùmọ̀ṣù padà wá fún wa. It's gone and gone forever. Má lọ fi ẹ̀yìn kó lọ fi pọ̀n wá. Ká gbàbọ̀dé fún wa. What you want to do is abọ̀dé. Why? I'm just hearing it that people were not able to call in. Why? It could be that you were the one who called and it wasn't the other way around because you already made your plan. Why were you unable to pick other people's call? You see all the things that happens, you've never said anything about it. This nonsense bingo of a boy. What if a person that has been posting each picture on his platform? Have you said anything about it on your QH radio? Do you not see? TikTok. Because most of the things you see on your radio finger, you pick it up from TikTok. Fake account why put 1 and 2 together. I'm so angry. I just need to say this. I'm so angry. What you guys are doing is not right. All of them are daft. Afiteba ṣerere o, afiteba ṣe dáadáa, afiteba ṣe òótọ́ ní nǹkan àjálù tó jálù bàbá yẹn tó fi ń sá káàkiri tí ò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Then filakalaka ni ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé gbogbo yín. Just do right and do just. Torí pé kẹ̀kẹ́ ń tọrọ sísì kan ẹni jẹ́ kó mímọ́. Ẹni jẹ́ kó mímọ́. Mo ti rí it's more like a competition. It's going to other stations. And how is that a problem? Oh, you've been calling him, he's been granting interview in your radio stations. What has changed? Nothing has changed. We don't know if he needs to speak more, he needs to go out more. Only get one small radio station by ye, láti bẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run ti máa fi ẹnìkan tọ́lọ́run ti máa gbọ́ ohun ẹ̀, lọ́lọ́run ti máa lo ẹnìyẹn. It doesn't necessarily mean he has to come to big platform. And gbogbo yìí ti mọ̀ pé Mr. Loba o Mohbad o máa jáwó, viewers máa increase, gbogbo ẹ̀ máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wicked, heartless individuals. Wọ́n délé ní èyí lórí rédíò kìíní ẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ti máa ń pè sí tí gbogbo èèyàn ń pè wọlé, àwọn èèyàn wá rí ibi pè wọlé mọ́. Light on, please send in your receipt. People want to pay you. They've been asking for your receipt all this while. Please send out your receipt and stop this cry. You are crying too much. Receipt wa, take shame out of it. You don't want to do it again. You dashed him money before, and now you have said you did not dash him again. And people are so magnanimous, they want to pay you back. Post your receipt on your wall and put your account details there. They'll pay you back. Enough of that. Maybe that will put an end to all these shenanigans. And you get any peace of mind. They see me. They move me and keep cup, mommy. Shegbo me, ma'am. Hey, Joe, this is not part of it, but please, before I go down, I want to ask. No, àwọn ìyàtọ̀ ń sá káàkiri yẹn. Hey, Joe, èwo nínú yín ló gba owó private investigator? Èwo nínú yín? Èwo nínú yín? Èwo nínú yín ló fi owó go for you? Tó lọ fi connect AIG l'Abuja. Èwo nínú yín? A fẹ́ mọ̀. Èwo nínú yín? Àwọn olórí burúkú gbogbo. Thank you very much, Senator Ish, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, thank you. I don't tell everyone. I don't tell everyone of you.
Oh, my so cocoa ni Titan, tolu Papariano. Make them dey stream us. Oh, ma kú pátápátá lórí bíbá yìí ni àwọn kan ti dìde sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kò ní yẹ.
Mr. Westo, let's have you. Thank you. No, thank you. Are you there? I think she's on call. Mr. Westo, go ahead.
Then, to be sincere now, I want to try as much as possible to make this thing educative. Because and I want to say nothing but the truth. Now, sharing in life, there are some people at one point that you have to disconnect from if you must progress. Not because you hate them. On that particular journey, you have to look for a way to disconnect with them. Not because you hate them, I repeat, but because you need to move forward. Continuation of, the journey with some people, when you are on the journey of life, when you continue with some people, not because you hate them, but because that continuation will not end up well, you have to put a stop. And it doesn't mean they cannot be useful in another journey. To bá jẹ́ wípé èmi at one point or the other yìí tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀, tó bá jẹ́ mi ni mo máa jẹ́ obstacle ní àwọn points kan fún bàbá Mohbad, then disconnection is needed. Not because he hates me, but because there is need for more people and more hands to come in. It doesn't mean that I'm hated. Only J Baba, it might be Baba himself that will call me for another thing. But for this same thing that, for this one thing that we are doing, that we have started from one point, and we are at the point that we need to cross a road. Okay, if I'm a driver and I'm driving Baba to a riverside, does it mean I'm also peddler, what do they call them? Does it mean I know how to pedal or paddle canoe, or what do you call it? It doesn't mean I know how to do it. I will have no choice than to stop at that river bank for another person to cross Baba over. If I'm not thinking because I'm an Okada man or I'm a keke man or I'm a motor man, I want to be inside the canoe and carry Baba to cross a river, I will go and turn my Baba inside the water. That is the reason Baba will have no choice to say, Westo, thank you. You have led me to this river bank. I hope I get a better hand like you when I eventually get inside the canoe. I can only get into the canoe with him. I cannot be the driver of the canoe. So all of these things are just a normal thing. It is not commonsensical for me. It is not a common sense to now make Baba know that, fine, we are together, we are fine. But because you need a canoe driver, not a driver, I surrender for a canoe driver. That is how to go. Because I would definitely come to a conclusion to say, why should I have to fight this man for now entering a canoe and allowing another person to drive a canoe? I will not get angry because I'm not a canoe driver. I'm just a normal driver on the road who can drive a car from one place to the other. Now we are at the river bank. Another driver needs to paddle the canoe for the man. So, I'm sad. There must be a stop with some people, including myself at a point, so that this thing can continue. Doesn't mean we hate ourselves. If this man that is coming to your radio today, that is speaking like this on your radio today, you yourself, I'm sad, BQH radio, you can see that Baba Yato, the voice of the man is different from the voice that has been coming on that radio station. That is to tell you that a kind of relief and freedom has been, has gotten to that man. An example of it is that this man automatically, directly and indirectly, is also struggling to disconnect himself from things that doesn't work well with him, which is why he was able to be free with you to say all you to go back, forcing this man to accept us again, except those he is pleased with, is like pushing this man to go back to the days that he was not free, the days he was not himself, the day he cannot even come to station to come and call names of people, to call people's names because we will not even want to mention people's name to say so person, and now he's calling names, now he's mentioning, now he's telling, he's even giving an answer. Savage answer saying about me be working in Tamedu. He's calling out the names of these people. It means he's a free man. He doesn't hold them anything. And that is the more reason they must not be forced to come together. They must not be forced together. If they are forced to come together, to work together, they will crash. It's like giving a vessel to be manned by a keke driver. Anything wa keke, logbe vessel from Kowa. There will be a fatal accident. There will be an override, unnecessary override on the sea. And before you know it, my Lord, he has iceberg in it, another Titanic in Mashele. So you just have to allow this man to have his peace that he's having. And he now knows what he wants better than the time they were telling him this is what you want. The time this man was listening to them when they were saying this is what you want, sir, is different from the time that the man now realized what he wants from himself. One thing to we both want justice. Our personal issue, personal grudges, personal, grief does not now mean that police, government, authorities should not listen to the cry of the man. Whether Baba fights me or not, it doesn't stop police, it doesn't stop the court. Whether Baba fights me or not, it doesn't stop the police, it doesn't stop the job. Whether Baba is fighting boss man or not, it doesn't stop the police, it doesn't stop the court. The only person Baba might not want to be having issue with is the state government, because they are the one that can use their institution, their authority to get us what we want, because we can only make it easy by trying to discuss and by trying to unravel the, what we know. We have made it easy for the authorities. It's only the authority, and Baba begged the authority today to say, "Jo, mo be gominu Eko, Governor Sanwo-Olu, come back washi." That is those that Baba owns this begging. Ebeti Baba fe beg me. Is it for me to go and tell my daddy that is IG to listen to him? Ebeti Baba fe boss man. Is it to go and tell the president of Nigeria that listen to, he has begged me, allow him? The time that they didn't have issue, the time that things were fine, the time that they were fine, that there was no issue at all to settle, what has come out? The only thing that I see that was happening then is to pile up fact, record each other, screenshot, we record voice note, keep record for a day like this so that they can come out to come and say, we have it, and we've not been seeing anything. We have it all the time. What do we have? Is it not to know? Okay, if police are telling us they don't have anything, why must we blame them? Because even we that we say we have something, there is nothing we are showing. Those who are saying we have if you hear this TikTok go blow, Nigeria go scatter. Waiting we hear, waiting we have, the thing where we get for our phone. Wait, what is it? Is it not what we are all looking for? If that is what we are all looking for, is what we are all looking for and you have it, then good for you. You will get the ovation, we will clap for you, we will say, okay, all of us are struggling for real. But fortunately, you are the one that led us there. Kudos to you, we will celebrate you. But which one I will not release it? I have it here. There are so many things behind it. You know what behind the scene that people don't know. If you know it, let us know it. We'll clap for you and give you kudos. Not when you say you have it, they don't burn anybody to collect it. The same way they don't burn anybody to ask the police. The same way they don't burn anybody to ask the government. The same way they don't... The same way they don't burn anybody to go and tell the court to do the needful. If we must tell the court to do the needful, if you must ask the police, if you must tell the government, the same way you must be accountable for what you have. Show us and let us know who to face. But by the time you say, Benny Kodako Bimi, Moti deleted, the same way, time very enough is so all of you are the same. You are all the same thing. He who must must come with a clean hand. He want to come with equity must come with a clean hand. Where is your own clean hand? Is your hand clean that you have evidence you are not showing? Is your hand clean that you have information you are hiding? Is your hand clean that you have so many things behind the scene that you are not reeling out? Is your hand clean that you have to talk to somebody, record the person and come and use it against him? Please give a radio. We must disconnect ourselves from some people at some point to move forward. If there is any journey that will bring us and those people together, it might come in future, it might be something else. But on a particular movement, and when we come back, because there is no alternative, because there is nobody to go with, to move with, we will just use those who are available. And it is commonsensical, I repeat, for whosoever that is being disconnected, to reason that, okay, maybe at this point I have done my best, the record is there to talk about me as playing a role like this, like that, but me not now getting involved as usual doesn't mean I'm disliked or hated. We just need more professionals, more hands to come in. And that is what I think that is happening. It doesn't stop us to discuss on TikTok. It doesn't stop us to narrate issue. It doesn't stop us to unravel whatever I want to unravel. But it must not be by force that you must not disconnect yourself with me. Now fire by force, na tipati kuku. Which one is tipati kuku? Which one is even with any from the person that is paid to work can be disconnected? How much more we that we are doing a free service? Are we fighting for trophy? So if it is not working, if it is no longer working, we should let it work with those who have the same like minds with us. One great man, they think alike. If we are thinking like we not have issue, even when we have issue, we will know how to sort it out. Not to now come on social media, to now turn a radio program to disputes, to a settlement program. I've not seen a radio station that will call A and B fighting and place them on a call to say we have to settle. You rather ask questions. We say his own, B will say his own. The next thing is to look for a good grant to probably go to settle. Of course, this program does not even call for that. The program is meant for Baba to come and give us more information and updates. Event, the just thing that is happening. Not to come and say you are fighting A, you are fighting B. Is it the fact that Baba is fighting A and B that is stopping justice? Okay, out of all of those that Baba is having issue with, who among them is having the result of autopsy in his hand? Who among them is having the result of DNA in his hand? Who among them is the one to open court tomorrow and say, okay, let us continue the inquest. Who among them is the one that will place a charge on anybody and convict anybody? Who among them is important to this case rather than just discussing to say, Baba, we just want to be sure that you are fine, we are still with you, we will guide you, please let's know what the next thing to do. That is what any of us should be doing. Not to now say, Babani, no Sojade Wasoro, Babani, Darusha Paro, Babani, Spendy, Babani, Wunmi Osontopa Mohbad, Babani. Wọ́n ti kóòtù pa àwọn kan lọ gba court injunction kan stop case Babani. Ìyá Mohbad lọ da nǹkan rú lọ da conference rú wọn ò jẹ́ ká tún rí àtúnlọ wo drama wọ́n tún sọ yẹn di African Magic mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ bàbá tún ni bàbá ni. Why? Is it the one? And bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ kan the same way some people are trying to push out and they are not getting result, that some authority are turning them down. The likes of Yomi Fabiyi. It is the same way this man has been getting blockage in some places that he's going. He has written petition, he has done this, he has done that, he has called people, he has visited police station, he has gone to radio talk. Still, we are still backing it up. We are not getting that result as usual. Some people even stood up. Even Yomi Fabiyi did. He did a lot to the extent of conference call. Even the drama one. No result. Is it Baba? Baba tí wọ́n dá lóhùn. Ṣóhun ló tún ní kọ́ má dẹ́ lómi lóhùn ni. They are not answering the man. And so also so many other people that wants to get answer. So is it not commonsensical to say that those who doesn't answer Baba are the same people that are not even doing the needful for other people too? Okay, Yomi Fabiyi is not getting some answer. Maybe the same people that are frustrating Baba's effort are the same people frustrating Yomi Fabiyi's effort. So rather than thinking that way, the best we can think to is to say that because Yomi Fabiyi is not getting a response or getting what he wants, then the next thing is to give Baba for him. Baba cannot be a convoy. It cannot be a convoy behind any comrade or any activist. He's the one that lost his child. He will rather be waiting for whosoever wants to help, give the person necessary information. Whenever he is needed, he will attend and do the needful. Not that at every time they say they are discussing your child, the next thing is about to carry motor or carry bag to look good and put on agbada to say, no, now it's not done that way. He's an elderly man, for crying out loud. And I'm happy that Baba is now blunt. He is now blunt. Who's saying that? Who does that? Some people are going from one platform to the other. Me ò believe tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ní kí lady yẹn kó ṣí camera tí ò ṣí ni mo believe pé ó lóyún lóòótọ́, if not ó máa ṣí camera. I don't get it. I don't understand. That Baba impregnated someone and gave the person 2 million to go and abort, and people believe. And if someone is even saying the reason why I believe is that the person refused to open camera, that means he's pregnant. An elderly lady is also a mature lady. Imagine, some people believe that so much, and they are even mentioning names of people that can confirm it. And I listen to them, I'm like, wow, really? Like, seriously? Okay, if Baba impregnates someone, is he not a man? Are you saying since the day his son died, if he has had, an encounter with a woman, probably a woman at home or a woman outside, as a man, are you saying he doesn't have the right to eat? He has the right to eat, for crying out loud. This is his private life. Are you saying, okay, that he's doing, or maybe the Pio is doing with someone who is not even our business, is the reason why the authorities have refused not to do anything? If this man is listening to everybody, let's even take all of us here out of it. Let's even give it to another set of people. If this man is listening to all of you, who among all of you that I'm talking about is the church? Who among you is the court? Who among you is the government? Who among you is the police? Those that Baba needs are those we should all face. We should help Baba to face them. Not that we now go to face Baba. He's a great man, he's a strong man. Look at the numbers of people he's attending to. look at the numbers of people that are talking ill of him. He will still sit down, give one or two answers that will trash all the rubbish that some people would have done for weeks. People will talk and talk for 1 week. They will drag him for 1 week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks. He will only come out once, use few seconds to just trash all of this that they have dragged. You know, some will call themselves professors, scientists, activists, legal people. They will call themselves all sorts of use all the names gathered together on a platform. They will bring different theory. Aristotle said this, Max Weber said that, Dan Smith said, Abraham Lincoln said this, Junior, what is the name of the one that turned America around? What do you call that one? The one that said, I have a dream. They will quote Martin Luther King. They will quote all the verses of all these people, all these philosophers. They will use it to drag Baba. Baba will only come out on one Sunday and rubbish all the things they've been saying. Imagine, is it not shameful? So I'm saying this, that I like the freedom Baba is having. I like the fact that he can come and call people's name and say it the way it is. And I like the fact that he's not, you know, the man is not shivering and the man is gaining his confidence. Every day this man keeps, you know, having the confidence, getting the energy. I want to employ those who can read between the lines, those who know how to listen well, to continue to listen to this man, support him where necessary. And once you do, please keep it to yourself and your God and see how God will bless you. But if you are there, I'm planning to keep whatever thing against me, to drag him. I'm telling you, you meet your Waterloo. The God Almighty that is there knows those that are genuine seed from him, not the seed of the devil that call themselves the seed of God. And for me, I'm happy to be the seed of God. And thank you all. God bless you. I will say more. I want to make
Thank you so much, Mr. Westo. I appreciate you. Thank you for that wonderful submission. You know, as a journalist, as an advocate, and a socio-political analyst, and a publisher, you know, those are words of wisdom, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me say this before we go to Wunmi Adebukola, right? I just want to ask a question from Mr. Alhaji Zat, right? From the beginning, while the interview was going on, Baba Mohbad made mention of the boss man, and he said, "Mo block here." As an elderly man, now as a journalist and as a professional, one thing should come to your mind first. Before this man will block someone, there must be a reason behind it. And this man went ahead and stated some things. One among several others. He talked about recording. You as a professional should know very well that recording someone without the person's consent is not good enough. It's not good enough. Now, you still went ahead and received the person's call, or you called the person, either of the two. Now, let me now ask. When this person came up and the person started talking, you said, then you now went ahead. Baba Mohbad now went ahead and said something concerning this. The boss man said, Baba Mohbad is